The Malaysian English Top 10.
Hi, Heerraa.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. It's great that we actually have video, although we can't have a face-to-face interview. But I think this works out for right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, for those people who don't know you, I mean, relatively, you kind of new, right?
I've been doing music in the scene for about 4 years now. So, yeah, you could say new. I think there's many veterans doing it for 15 years. So, glad to be on the show.
How would you introduce yourself?
Oh, okay.
Musically.
Musically, I would say my name is Heerraa. I'm a singer, songwriter, and performer who's changing the world with music. Because I feel like music often has the power to impact and change people's lives. So let's do it positively for people subconsciously.
Okay. For the 4 years that you've been doing music professionally, I think your track record is already amazing. We're going to be talking about something which you achieved later on. But first up, you've been writing music since you were 9 years old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many songs have you written and how many are like stashed away that, nobody has heard yet?
Okay, so I've been writing songs since I was 9, but the 9-year-old songs were not good. Like my first 9-year-old song was like, "You're my number one fan, my number one fan." That's it. That's like the whole lyrics of the song. So that's like a 9-year-old's perspective. But overall, I think over the years I have about 60 songs that I really like and I'm proud of to say I've written.
Wow, 60 songs.
Yeah. Is that too
I was
much?
going to compare the song that... No, I think it's never enough, as they say, right? I was going to compare the song that you were singing, your own song, you were humming. I was comparing it to Justin Bieber. He started with Baby, Baby, Baby too. So, I mean, who knows, kan?
True.
You've achieved something that a lot of people have not achieved. You've crossed over to the gaming platform. We'll talk about that when we come back. But first up, here is number 9 on the MET10. Number 9 on the Malaysian English Top 10. I'm with Heerraa. She's been around for 4 years. She's written music since she was 9 years old. And she's got 60 songs already, hiding somewhere in there. Today, we're going to be previewing one song. It's called Crazy. Is it about you?
Crazy is about how I feel with relationships and with people. So yes, it's about me.
Okay, your previous song, The Girl Who Loved, is featured on a soundtrack, on a gaming soundtrack.
Yep. It's actually...
What game is that?
It's featured on Simulacra 2 by Kaigan Games. So it's the second model of the game, second version. And it's really, really nice because initially I didn't know what I was writing for. So my old guitar teacher, who I've been trying to convince to be part of my band for years, suddenly approached me and said, "Hey, you're a singer-songwriter. Why don't you write a song and pitch it to the company?" So I had no idea what I was writing for. I was just given like 1 or 2 keywords, like write with this. So I wrote a few versions and different songs, and I'm glad that they chose The Girl Who Loved because it gets to connect to people's hearts all over the world about how they feel.
That's very impressive. I mean, having a song in a game, it's a big deal, right? Don't you think?
Yeah, it's very cool because I have I see the Spotify like stuff and I see people listening to overseas in like Europe and US and some of the like states I've never heard of. I didn't even know they exist. So it's nice to know like there's a girl in Kuala Lumpur and there's people listening to it in like states I don't even know about yet.
Kudos, well done to you.
Thank you.
Looking forward to bigger things. And today happens to be World Tiara Day, which means everybody can be a princess, right? So we're going to ask you some questions related to that when we come back, okay?
Okay.
But first up, here's the premiere of the week. It's by Alistair Shawn, Another Sad Song. Number 7 on the Malaysian English Top 10. I'm with Heerraa right now because we're about to debut her song Crazy on the show today. Little background, she's been writing music since she was 9. She's got about 60 songs in her pocket right now, and she's also got a song in a gaming soundtrack called The Girl Who Loved. Today happens to be World Tiara Day. Everybody can be a princess. And if you were a queen, right, for a day, what would be 3 new laws you'd pass and why?
I think the first law I would pass is that everybody needs to know how much music and movies and books and everything that you consume impacts who you are as a person. Because if you know this, then you would know how to consume like media properly. It'll be good for you. So that's like the first law I'd pass. Second law I'd pass is I would say everybody has to follow their hearts. So you have to do something that you love to do, that you're passionate about, and then you can truly give your best in society. And the third rule I would make sure there's Mexican food everywhere because I love Mexican food. I'll put it somewhere.
I did not see that coming.
I'm sorry, I couldn't think of tacos. So Bit of self-interest.
Okay, I mean, going back to your second law, right, when you said it, I was thinking like, okay, whenever you pass a law, you always have to be a penalty that is imposed if you don't follow the law, right? How would you penalize somebody who doesn't follow their heart? What would be the punishment?
I think that itself would be the punishment, don't you think? If you didn't follow your heart, you'd just be unhappy or you just wouldn't understand yourself to your full potential.
Ooh, this one too deep already, guys.
Oops, my bad.
Your music's gone global. When we come back, we're going to be talking about that. But first up, here is number 6 on the MET10. Number 5 on the Malaysian English Top 10. I'm with Heerraa, and we're about to debut her song Crazy in a bit. So far, I've been having a very interesting conversation with you.
Thank you so much.
This is the first time meeting you, and you sharing like a different perspective. You've got a song in a game already, and also I hear that you've performed internationally.
Yep, I have. That's crazy too.
Share the story.
Okay, so one of I think the craziest performance but notable ones that I've had is in the Philippines. So me and my team was actually in a small isolated farm in the Philippines, and I wasn't like carrying any equipment. I wasn't planning to perform, but one of the people was like, "Hey, we're having a French appreciation dinner here. Would you like to perform one of your songs?" I was like, "Okay, I'll just look for a guitar." But mind you, this is a farm, so no matter how far I walked, I could not find anybody who had a guitar. And then suddenly I found a band playing. So I was like, "Hey, can I borrow your guitar?" They were like, "Okay, cool." And as I got plugged in, as I was singing on stage, halfway the guitar just cut. So there was no instruments, there's nothing backing me, just my voice. So I continued the song and I got the crowd to sing along and clap along to my original song at the time. So I thought it was very crazy but nice.
How did that happen? I mean, did they wing the lyrics or did they know the lyrics?
They didn't know the lyrics, but I got them to clap along, interact and cheer, and I get them to sing certain parts. So it's really nice as well.
You basically controlling the energy of the entire area lah.
Yes, I mean, end of the day, it's about making sure the audience has as much fun as you do. So yeah.
They always say that about like DJs, like all these club DJs and stuff like that. There'll be a DJ that is a good DJ, and there'll be a DJ that's a mediocre DJ, but more people like the mediocre DJ because the DJ actually plays what people want to listen to.
True.
When you said that, that's what I thought about. So that's your best performance in the Philippines in a farm.
Yes, it's the most random and the most crazy one. Other than that, generally I love any recent show that I've done. That's always been my favorite performance. So like the show I've just done, that's my favorite performance, and that's the best part.
Are you planning to do any like online performances?
Oh, I have. I've done a few online concerts, so it's really cool because I just did an opening ceremony for one of the webinars by a company. So I got everybody to sing along on Zoom, which was crazy. It was slightly chaotic, but very fun because the organizers loved it and they asked for an encore. So that was a good, crazy performance too. Yeah.
Next time you have a Zoom call, just select me in there. Okay, I want to watch you perform.
I will.
When we come back, we're going to be debuting your song Crazy. Are you excited?
Oh my God, yes!
First up, here's number 4 on the MET10. Number 3 on the Malaysian English Top 10. I'm with Heerraa. She's awesome. She's been writing music since she was 9 years old. She's got about 60 songs, and you're here today because you picked Crazy as your next song that you want to promote, right? Out of the 60 songs, why do you pick this song Crazy?
The moment I wrote Crazy... Okay, so the backstory about Crazy is this. Every time I was in the car, I wanted to play a song called Crazy. So I couldn't find any song. The closest one I could find was Crazier by Taylor Swift. And every time I would play that song, I was like, nah, that's not it. So since I couldn't find a song with the title Crazy, I was like, I have to write this song, damn it. So it took me some time, but eventually I wrote the song Crazy and it just stuck. It became something that everybody loved singing along to, and it was something that everybody loved easily as well. So it's Crazy shares about the good stuff, about like how often we're crazy mad at people, but let's focus on the good stuff, that you're crazy happy with the person.
Nice. You can feel your energy. Lots of positivity coming out. So, yeah, I hope the song does well. If you like the song, you can vote for it on our Instagram account. It's at Hitz MET10. If you did not know, Heerraa also has a song in a game. Beat that. Now, check it out. Here's the song that she wants to promote. If you like it, vote for it. Heerraa's Crazy on the MET10. Welcome back to the Malaysian English Top 10. I'm with Heerraa. Very impressive resume so far. She's been writing music since she was 9 years old. 60 songs already masuk pocket on different Spotify playlists. You got a song in a game, and now you've got your song on radio. Heerraa's Crazy is already out. We just debuted it just now. If you missed it, you can always go check out a snippet on our Instagram account. It's at Hitz MET10. You can also vote for it. Just click like, and then that's considered as a vote. If I already didn't say enough about you, I also just found out that you're a humanitarian.
Yeah.
And you do social work as well.
Yeah, so like me and a couple of my friends actually co-founded a youth movement called Ascendance. So why we started out with Ascendance is because people invested in us. People got to, like, I don't know how to be a singer. Nobody tells you there's like a rule book. Here's step 1 to becoming Beyonce. Nobody tells you that. So when people, I met this social incubator called ET Ideas. And when they started developing me and guiding me on how my mind works and how like my thoughts with action need to be aligned, I was like, hey, more youngsters need to know about this. Like they can achieve anything that they set their mind to. They just need the right support. So that's why we founded Ascendance, so that we can work with people below 18 to achieve their dreams. And studies too.
Brilliant. You're molding the future, right?
Yeah.
So do you tell them one of the conditions is you must listen to my music?
I don't. I probably should, right?
Yeah, you should. We've had an artist before this who was featured on the show, and then she also teaches music in a school, and then she tells me that, I'm like, how do you get like so many people to vote for you? Because we don't really like push it on Instagram, right? And then she says, the secret is whenever I go to class, I tell all of them vote now first, then only we can start the class.
That's the best tactic.
Which is quite cute. You've got upcoming projects. We're going to be talking about that when we come back. But first up, here is number 2 on the MET10. It's a beautiful name. We were having this conversation off air just now that it's your real name, right?
Yeah, it is my real name. I'm glad my mom chose wisely.
Yeah, and it's based on numerology, you're saying, right?
Yeah, you don't tell people that part. Like, no, just tell them my mom thought of me as a singer.
Oh, it's quite cool.
Not accountant. Yes.
So I heard you got some upcoming projects as well?
Yep. So like currently with all the things that's going around in the world, I think it's important to support the arts as well. So like, yes, if you can perform and you can go live to venues, that'll be great. If not, catch people's online concerts. Like even I'm in the midst of producing my next song. So like each music that I just want to keep releasing music so people who listen to it are positively impacted and programmed with it. And they just become better people without them knowing why. Just by music.
Sounds like some NLP going on here, right? Well, but I think it's interesting because look at stuff like, are you familiar with Trevor Noah and Jimmy Kimmel? Like even they are doing shows in their house, which makes it look like everybody's on the same similar pathway at the moment, right? It's quite interesting to watch, and I'm looking forward to watch your performance, whether it's on Zoom or whichever platform. Just share it on your social media. Your handle once again is HeerraaOfficial. That's HeerraaA. That's 2 E's, 2 R's, 2 A's official.
Yes.
It was a pleasure talking to you, and sounds like you have an impressive resume already, and I hope you keep doing good stuff.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. This is so fun.
Yeah, thank you so much for being part of the call, the video call, and the audio chat as well. Have a good one.
Thank you. You too. And thank you for listening to Crazy. Hope you guys love it.